Hi, everyone. Welcome today. Thank you for joining us. My name is Ebru Özaydın, and I'm the Strategic Marketing Director for Denim, Wovens, and Ready-to-Wear segments at the LYCRA Company. Today, we are presenting LYCRA Dual Comfort technology for Wovens and Ready-to-Wear segments with my colleague, Rishi Suri, who is the Business Development Director, South Asia. Hi, Rishi.
Hi, Ebru. Welcome, everyone. And it's a great time to start the year with the launch of a new technology by the LYCRA Company.
Indeed, very exciting. Rishi, let's share some housekeeping details before we move forward.
Sure.
Today, we will start the webinar with trends, then present the technology, key benefits and value for the consumer, and we're going to be finishing the webinar with Q&A session. If you have any questions during the presentation, please type them into the question box in your Zoom control panel. We will bring them up. We will bring them after the presentation and answer them live at the end. Certainly, you can always reach us out, if you have any further questions. So let's get started. It feels great to be back again. Well, hopefully. The researchers demonstrate that after a solid 18 months of staycation, on and off, the consumer is ready to reinvest in his or her wardrobe. The hype of sweatpants and or loungewear is nearly coming to an end, mostly due to the new norm of lifestyles and more social freedom. However, pandemic has totally changed the way how we dress up. The consumer now no more wants to sacrifice comfort. Casualization is becoming the new normal, where consumers are seeking garments that offer greater versatility, from work to social and even from season to season. They want garments that adapt to their individual needs and lifestyle. This results in a design-forward upgrade, blurring the lines between the work attire and leisure wear. Dressing for comfort and practicality takes precedence. Therefore, any comfort element that is incorporated into a garment design, such as performance fabrics, softer hand feel, comfortable silhouettes are much more valued than before. And how we change our expectations. Outdoor boom reflects as a need for high performance fabrics for workwear. Street style brands smartly merge aesthetics and performance with stylistic details. Durability and wear life are critical factors for versatile garments that can be worn all year long, designed with unisex fabric constructions, which also gives brands and retailers an opportunity to keep an eye on the inventory control. Certainly, circular fashion is among the most important innovation topics in the textile value chain, from fiber to garment washing. Recycled and regenerated fibers are musts for circular design, further enhanced by add-on performance elements such as thermal comfort. And let's talk a little bit about the consumer sentiment. As things open up again, although regional and individual circumstances might vary, communities gradually resume their social life and put themselves out there in the social scene, even for low-key events. According to State of Fashion 2022 report launched by McKinsey and the Business of Fashion, the consumers are ready to invest in new garment categories, other than the sweatpants and the loungewear, nearly after 2 years. Partly because the new social freedom after a dormant period, or mostly due to the changing lifestyles. They want to add new items to their wardrobes. The consumer wants to feel good, alive, and refreshed again. The report also states that hybrid work patterns will influence the workplace wardrobes with increased casualization trend, mostly for United States and UK markets. Hence, that will result as new fabric developments and hybrid silhouettes. Once we observe new silhouettes in cross-segment garment categories, which still offers comfort and elevated aesthetics, almost 37% of the fashion executives expect occasion wear to be top 3 category for year-on-year sales growth, as again reported by McKinsey. That basically means the return of ready-to-wear, but with a twist of multitask offerings to adapt new lifestyles. The outdoor boom is here to stay, and it continues to impact the ready-to-wear aesthetics. The consumer sentiment is far from cliche outdoorsy looks of natural camouflage or adventure gear, but instead a demand for versatile, multifunctional products that quickly gain commercial appeal. That was once more prominent in streetwear, but now dilutes down to mass market, or in other words, everyday brands. On social platforms like TikTok, there are numerous posts with popular hashtags such as gorpcore, cottagecore, cabincore, naturecore, which represent an ode to the nature, or nature glamorizing, what they say. The term new utility became the buzzword, which defines lightweight apparel that combines everyday practicality and urban elegance using low impact materials. Blurring the lines between fashion and function showcases aesthetic-driven performance fabrics, where the consumer is looking for additional features such as I have already mentioned, thermal comfort, moisture wicking, easy care, and so on. Fabrics which offer versatile solutions will cater to the needs of newly invented, or what we call cross-segment apparel categories, namely work leisure or outdoor leisure. Designed with fabrics with optimal ease of comfort, movement, thermal comfort, and supple, soft hand feel. And let's talk a little bit about climate adaptive. As weather conditions become less predictable, thermal comfort properties of fibers are gaining prevalence as brands explore more and more natural performance merged with longevity. And circular fashion has made the consumer reconsider how a garment is made, but also how long it will last or where it will last. The frugal economy, as well as the focus on responsible design, have led consumers to question their apparel purchasing habits. Extending the lifespan of the garments by using long-lasting materials can help to reduce carbon footprint. Such steps will help to secure the customer satisfaction as well as the loyalty among those who are looking for durable fashion. Rishi, referring to all the current trends and our rigorous research that we have been conducting before pandemic, can you share how we make it easy for brands, retailers, and mills, and also garment manufacturers? What is our solution for the consumer?
Thank you, Abru, for sharing the latest trends and emerging consumer needs based on new and evolving normal. In fact, the solution is there, and with a very high, sustainability quotient that includes both recyclability and durability. Consumer apparel preference is shifting towards durable and long-lasting garments with tailored elegance over fast fashion. Now, that's very important. The new utility and outlet leisure are the trends based on consumers' need to switch over to the garments that are comfortable yet performance-oriented while outdoors. They feel casual but look elegant. When we started, working on LYCRA Dual Comfort technology almost 3 years back, no one in the project team had an inclination that by the time we launched this technology, the attributes and benefits of LYCRA Dual Comfort will aptly address the dimensions of sustainability and consumer apparel needs in the post-pandemic New World Order. As the name LYCRA Dual Comfort implies, garments with this technology brings comfort through stretch and performance through moisture management, both the elements propelled through one technology and one yarn. The LYCRA company for the last 60 years has been, has believed in bringing newness through various innovative solutions for the apparel value chain. That has ultimately changed the consumer wardrobe. LYCRA Dual Comfort technology is a step in the same direction. So what is so unique about LYCRA Dual Comfort technology? Why have we launched this? Why have we worked for it for the last 3 years? This technology is based on a different stretch mechanism in which the stretch potential of the fiber or the yarn is maximized in the fabric. Okay. In the past, there were technological limitations to achieve high mechanical stretch using similar yarns. But thanks to LYCRA dual comfort technology, those limitations to achieve high mechanical stretch have been eliminated. The revolutionary innovation has led to the development of fabrics and garments that will be comfortable to wear thanks to high stretch, will absorb and wick body sweat due to the cross section of the yarn, will retain shape and be long lasting. While developing these attributes, we have ensured that the fabrics and garments made with LYCRA dual comfort are aesthetically superior, both in terms of touch and visual appearance. So how does this technology works? How we have been able to achieve the attributes like high stretch, moisture management, natural aesthetics, excellent recovery, durability, and last but not and most important, sustainably viable ingredients in the same fabric? Well, the key to the technology is a combination of two main features. First, a proprietary fabric dyeing and finishing technology that imparts high mechanical stretch to the fabrics. And second, a feature of the technology is the weft yarn, a bare yarn that is used to weave the fabrics. This magic ingredient is LYCRA T400A Ecomate, a bi-component polyester fiber made with 68% sustainable raw material that provides natural aesthetics of minimal shine and natural touch to the fabrics, almost like fabrics made with spun yarns. It is important to note that the LYCRA company will sell the fiber yarn to be used in the fabric and provide technical know-how to impart high fabric stretch. This technology will be provided to only those mills who would sign technology license with the LYCRA company. And as we launch this technology, as of now, almost 20 fabric mills across the globe have signed the technology license. For those who are keen to know a bit more about mechanical stretch, shape retention, and durability using LYCRA T400A Ecomate fiber, this slide provides an in-depth insight. As you can see, there are two images of LYCRA T400A on the slide. The left-hand image highlights the cross-section of LYCRA T400. It is important to know that LYCRA T400A is not an elastane, but a different type of stretch fiber made with two different polymers. These polymers shrink to a different degree when exposed to heat and water. Differential polymer shrinkage results in smooth helical crimp in the yarn that is highlighted in the image on the right-hand side. Higher the crimp, higher would be the elongation of the fabric. Another interesting feature of LYCRA T400A yarn is that the structural crimp is permanent, which implies that it always comes back to its natural position or natural shape. This feature of T400A ensures that garments made with T400A have long-lasting shape retention and are relatively much more durable than the fabrics or garments that use cellulosic fiber or yarn in the fabric. Let us review the attributes of LYCRA dual comfort technology. How does it benefit consumers? How will it really, be of, say, use to value chain partners like fabric mills or garment manufacturers or brands and retailers? Let's start with fabric performance. Now, the fabrics made with LYCRA dual comfort will have a stretch range of anywhere between 20 to 45%. In fact, we have developed fabrics in last, few months where we have recorded the elongation of anywhere between 20% to 45%. And this is something which is unique, which has not happened in the past before, this LYCRA dual comfort technology came into existence. Now, depending on the denier, and the fabric construction, this stretch range will vary between 20 and 45%. As to say, we have three deniers that includes 170, 220, and 330. The weight range of the fabrics made with these deniers is anywhere between 200 grams per square meter to 300 grams per square meter. So this weight range is apt for woven bottoms like chinos, formal trousers, cargos, golf pants, 5 pockets, depending on what the designers are, have in mind. The fabrics will perform as per the Coolmax core technology fabric standards, which revolves around moisture management. The garments will have excellent recovery and very low growth. Second attribute is appearance. Thanks to LYCRA T400A, which is a second generation variant of existing T400 fiber that provides natural touch, minimum shine, and overall superior aesthetics, to the fabrics and garments. Value in use, well, this is again a very important point. Uh, Fabrics made with T400A as a weft can be dyed in the fabric form for both cellulosic warp, say for example, in the warp you're using cotton, and in the weft you're using T400A. So through the dyeing and finishing, through the dyeing basically, you can dye both the warp as well as the weft. Of course, they'll be dyed separately. Like cotton will be dyed separately and T400 will be dyed separately in the fabric form, but both can be dyed. This was not possible in the past, but now with this new technology, it is possible. And even while dyeing at a very high temperature, the technology ensures that it doesn't impact the stretch of the fabric. Residual shrinkage of the fabric is very low, resulting in reduced fabric consumption in the garment form. This can be a relative, major advantage for the garment makers because the consumption per garment would be comparatively much lower. As the fabrics with T400A tend to be stable while dyeing and finishing, and is based on a different stretch mechanism, the heat setting of the fabrics is not required, thus saving time and cost for the fabric mills. As the LYCRA company would provide the final yarn in different deniers to be used as bare weft, further yarn processing is not required. So that is, it's just plug and play. It will save time and cost for the mills. Sustainability, well, LYCRA Dual Comfort is a sustainable fabric technology, not only because it leads to durable and long-lasting garments, or because it saves valuable thermic energy, as the fabrics do not need heat setting for dimensional stability, but the heart of the technology and the key ingredient is LYCRA T400A EcoMade, that is made out of 68% sustainable raw material. Continuing on this, so as you can see on this slide, 50% of the T400A EcoMade is made out of recycled PET bottles, and 18% is made out of plant-based material. To put it in a context, generally, say, woven fabrics have, say, something around 35 to 40% weft. If the fabric has 100% cotton warp and T400A as the weft, then approximately, say, around 25% of the fabric, overall fabric, will have sustainable fiber content. You may replace regular cotton in the warp, say, with recycled cotton to increase the overall content of recycled fibers. To ensure desired performance, consistency, and brand promise, our research and development and innovation teams have devised certain parameters or standards. For the fabrics to be certified as LYCRA Dual Comfort, these standards should be met. Once the fabric mill develops fabrics using LYCRA Dual Comfort technology, they need to apply online for testing through a portal and send 2 meters of the fabric to our lab for physical testing. We'll test the fabrics for standards which are given on the slide. These standards are as follows. The entire weft of the fabric should be made with T400A yarn. Well, the benefit and why we have set these standards, I'll try to explain it, against each standard. If you're using the entire weft as T400A, this will lead to a long-lasting garments with soft and natural aesthetics. The minimum elongation of the fabric should be 20%. So suppose if you're making a fabric where the elongation is say 15%, these fabrics will not qualify for LYCRA Dual Comfort. But with the technical know-how to the fabric mills, we have ensured that they are able to achieve elongation more than 20%. And this will ensure comfort and freedom of movement while a consumer is wearing a garment. A maximum growth permissible is 3%. A growth of less than 3% ensures no bagging and sagging, after repetitive wearing and washes. Maximum shrinkage, the residual shrinkage in this case is, in the case of dyed fabrics, is 3%. And in case of ready for dyeing fabrics, it's cumulative, after cumulative 3 washes, is 7%. Fabrics with LYCRA Dual Comfort technology should also adhere to existing Coolmax standards. These include absorbency of less than 30 seconds, planar wicking of minimum 2 square inches, and vertical wicking of 3 inch. Fabric with LYCRA Dual Comfort technology meeting above standards absorb body sweat from inside to outside. As the sweat spreads wider than the required minimum standards, it results in a faster evaporation in the atmosphere, leading to quick drying and cooling effect. So these are the standards which we'll test while qualifying the fabric for LYCRA Dual Comfort. And I hope once they're certified, and you go for the bulk production, they will solve the purpose, for what you're designing and making these fabrics and garments. Ebru, why don't you take the audience through next slides and then finally summarize? Thank you.
Thank you, Rishi. Thank you for the great explanation. So if you want to summarize, shall we say LYCRA Dual Comfort technology offers 3 key benefits. The first one is all-day comfort, fabrics with higher mechanical stretch, with premium aesthetics and superior shape retention. Cooling comfort technology meeting CoolMax standards, as you have already explained fantastically. And last but not least, maybe most important, sustainable, made with renewable and recycled fibers. And if you want to also list down the value proposition for the consumer of the technology, we can talk about under all-day comfort, freedom of movement, lightweight, breathable, and mostly for the cooling comfort, quick drying, moisture wicking, and with the T400 eco-made fiber, sustainable and durable garments that we have been able to propose. For fabrics, let's talk a little bit about branding, the technology platform. For fabrics designed with LYCRA Dual Comfort technology at all licensed mills, brands and retailers are able to design their own custom bespoke hang tag utilizing our logo with our permission and trademark license agreement. You know us. Additionally, standard hang tags for the LYCRA Extra Life brand can be also ordered by brands and retailers from our brand new wonderful website lycra.com with no cost. And before we finish and start to take your questions, we want to also talk a little bit about the apparel categories where LYCRA Dual Comfort technology can be used. Here, all the garments you see on the models from the professional photo shoot are designed by sapphire finishing mills with the fabrics developed in collaboration with the LYCRA Dual Comfort, the LYCRA Company by us. We want to thank them for their partnership creating the capsule collection. So the categories are out leisure, the previous slide, work leisure, workwear, and last but not least, streetwear. So while we're finishing, I want to also talk a little bit about the new normal. New normal brings a new way of creativity, new way of design, new way of mindset. The future of clothing is not aesthetically pleasing, but also smart and circular. Like in the last 60 years, we as the LYCRA Company will continue to innovate fiber and technology solutions for the global textile and apparel industry. And we're going to be offering next-gen solutions for the fashion consumer. So Rishi, please join me to say thank you to the audience today who has joined us today. You can learn more about the licensed mills contacting your account manager. Rishi?
I'd also like to thank our consultant Pietro Valenti of Pangea Fabrics, who has been a part of our project team right from day one while we were developing this technology, and has worked with various mills to bring the collections, different fabrics, and he has been a great support. So thank you, Pietro.